Leland, let me give you a little sense of the chronology here. This incident happened about 4 a.m. local time. That's when an Iranian drone, the Israelis say, crossed the northern border from Syria. They say this was a surveillance drone. The drone infiltrated Israeli airspace for about 1 minute before an Israeli Apache helicopter shot it out of the sky. Israel released video that it says shows the incident. An Israeli military spokesman accused Iran of, quoting now, playing with fire. The spokesman says the drone was recovered and that there is no doubt that it is Iranian. Iran would not confirm the Israeli claim. An Iranian foreign ministry spokesman called it, quoting now, ridiculous. Syria, meanwhile, says the drone was being used to combat ISIS. Israel has, as you know, in the past shot down drones that crossed the border from Syria, but this is the first time, Leland, that it has resulted in such retaliation. We are now, as you mentioned, waiting to hear from the Israeli Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu. Israel has already said that it is going to go to the Security Council and asked for the Council to condemn what it sees as this Iranian provocation.
Yeah, and not the first time the Israelis have hit targets inside Syria when they thought the Iranians were moving weapons around. The first time, though, that Israel has ever lost a fighter jet in the process. Take us through that.
That's right, Leland. We do know now that an F-16 was downed during what essentially was a series of airstrikes that took place in Syria, apparently now in retaliation for the drone entering Israeli airspace. Hours after the drone infiltrated, Israel targeted the drone's mobile launcher, as well as Syrian and Iranian air defense batteries. Local media reporting tonight that also hit were Syrian radar facilities. Israel says that one of its aircraft, or that many of its aircraft, in fact, met with what they describe as massive anti-aircraft fire. One of those aircraft, an F-16, crash-landed on the Israel side of the border. Its two pilots ejected, one of them seriously wounded. And as you mentioned, this appears to be the first time that an Israeli aircraft was shot down since 1982 during the First Lebanon War. Syrian officials are claiming that its air defense batteries hit other Israeli aircraft. And as you might expect, tensions tonight extremely high. Russia, which has troops in Syria, is calling for the two sides to de-escalate the situation. But right now, Leland, nerves are very much frayed.
Yeah, very much afraid as that population waits to hear from their prime minister. Back to Jerusalem as Benjamin Netanyahu speaks. David Lee Miller, thanks so much.